Hello, guys. Welcome to the FPL Manual Podcast show. This is your host, the FPL Manual. And yes, it's been about 2 weeks again since we experienced the last Champions League experience. Kylian Mbappe scoring for PSG against Real Sociedad and giving them a good lead. Lazio getting a win against Bayern, surprising everyone. And Bayern are kind of on the edge of the table with a few players that could be a few managers that could be losing their job, along with Xavi and the rest that personally are really underperforming, and so on and so forth. A lot happened about 2 weeks ago, and I'm sure most of you have forgotten how the game spanned out. Like KDB getting a goal and assist, with Foden a goal and assist against Copenhagen, Haaland nowhere to be seen against that game, Real Madrid getting a 1-0 win against Leipzig, and so on and so forth. However, in this show, the FPL Manual Podcast show, I'll be giving more insights into how our teams performed last game week or match day 7 and what to expect going into match day 8 with top differential picks, injury updates. Some players are back from injury. Jude Bellingham is back, and some other news you need to know ahead of match day 8. So stay tuned. We are here. No need for short breaks today. So I'm streaming live on YouTube, and this is my first time trying it on what do you call it now, on OBS. So I'm streaming live on YouTube, and I have a lot of things I want to dish out, but I don't even know where to start from. Okay, let's start from our talking points. So last match day, looking at my talking points here, let's start with match day 7 review. Last match day, I finished with a total of 68 points. 68 points in my team. And in terms of captaincy, I was quite disappointed because I expected much from the team. I kind of selected a full team where I can expand my captaincy picks from across 2 weeks, or a span of 2 midweeks, and it just ended up with only Lautaro Martinez getting me sort of an assist. It was not like a direct assist, but he counted an assist in Champions League, and I got a total of 68 points. Current rank at the moment is 2,990. So I got like a 500 plus or 500 gain. It was 3,490 the last time I checked. So that is improvement in the right direction. And now it's time to look ahead of match day 8. That is the second leg of the fixtures. And let's look at the fixtures real quick. We have Real Sociedad playing Paris Saint-Germain on Tuesday. Bayern playing Lazio also that same day. Wednesday we have Real Madrid playing Leipzig, Man City playing Copenhagen. Then on Tuesday, upper week, we have Arsenal playing FC Porto, Barcelona playing Napoli, Dortmund playing PSV, and Atletico Madrid playing Inter Milan. So just basically the return leg of these fixtures. So I'm having issue with my OBS. I'm not sure why it's giving me some issues, but as I said, I will just not focus on that for now. We are recording live on our podcast show, and this will be uploaded later on all platforms, and I'll try and edit a YouTube video to post later. However, I always like to start with what happened in the top results from the weekend. So I'll quickly put this up for you all to see, as the weekend was quite insane, and it started from a Friday where Monaco drew with PSG, and the major standout player there was Donnarumma, who made 6 saves and got a clean sheet. I think he prevented an XGC, that's expected goal considered, about 1.19, if I can remember correctly. So nothing much interesting from PSG. However, the same Friday evening, Bayern could not get a win against Freiburg, and but however, Musiala and Tel got on the score sheet for Bayern, and Bayern are currently 10 points behind in terms of points to league leaders Bayern Leverkusen. So that's what's going on in Bundesliga. And on the same Friday, Lazio played Milan and finished with 3 players out who were sent off. They finished with 8 men on the pitch, and Milan won the game 1-0. Neo Okafor scored the winner there for Milan. On Saturday, Sevilla won Real Sociedad 3-2. But however, please note, Sevilla rested a few players, so it's not like they didn't come to win the game. They rested a few players. They rested Takefusa Kubo, they rested Mikel Merino, they rested Oyarzabal, they rested Hamari Traore, they rested Bras Mendes. So I think that's what kind of contributed to the loss. But let's not take anything away from Sevilla, where Enesri scored a brace and Sergio Ramos also scored for Sevilla. So Union Berlin lost 2-0 to Dortmund. Adeyemi and Matson got on the score sheet. Berlin was suspended, so that means he's rested. And it did not feature with some other players like Nemcham, Kobel, and Sebastian Haller, who are out injured. Bochum lost to Leipzig 4-1. An own goal was scored in the game, but however, Olmo, Openda, and Paulsen scored for Leipzig. Valencia, Real Madrid ended in a 2-2 draw. Vinicius Junior got a brace in a controversial game that ended in a spar with the referee, who seems to have blown the whistle before the game was done, before the ball was, went out of play and all of that. I will not discuss on that here. We're discussing on Champions League. Man City, just a few hours ago, Sunday, won 3-1 against Manchester United, and City stepped on their rivals. Foden got a brace. Haaland also got on the score sheet, even after missing a clear-cut chance during the first half of the game. Atletico Bilbao held Barcelona to a 0-0 draw, and Barcelona have a few injuries looming in. More to touch on that later when we get to the injuries. So form is not really there for the Catalonians, but we'll see how they improve. Maybe in the upper week when they play Napoli at home. And Atletico Madrid got a 2-1 draw against Real Betis. Morata got on the score sheet. A few injuries there as well. We have Jimenez out. We have Griezmann out. We have Aspi out. We have so many players out. Lemar, Vitolo. More to discuss on injuries when we get to injury updates. PSV got a 2-2 draw against... Which team did they play now? I don't know. I've forgotten to tag it there. PSV got a 2-2 draw in the league. Eredivisie. Tillman and Gil got on the score sheet. Napoli got a 2-1 win. Kvaratskhelia and Raspadori helped Naples in a crucial win, as Napoli are now 7th in the table from last time we checked from the first leg. So that's quite an improvement in form. Osimhen missed a crucial penalty though, but Raspadori was the one that finished his effort. I think the biggest result there for the weekend games is probably Porto destroying or discombobulating. That is what they use now. Discombobulated their opponents. Benfica 5-0. That's a big rivalry game, and Galeno got a brace. Wendell got on the score sheet. Pepe and Loda got on the score sheet for Porto. So those are the many top teams still left in the Champions League, that how they transpired, how they played last weekend. We still have some games coming up. We have Sheffield United versus Arsenal, still yet to be played. We have Inter Milan versus Genoa, still going to be played in a few hours of today, Monday, the 4th of March 2024. So I want to not spend too much time on this. So the next 20 minutes, let's see how we can wrap this up. Talk about differentials, talk about captaincies, talk about potential news of injuries and so on and so forth. So first of all, let's go to injury updates, and starting with Bayern here. From the last weekend, players that were out for Bayern, we have Delight was out, Delight is out, Coman is out, Mazraoui is out, Boy is also out. That's no right back currently for Bayern. So I think Kimmich played in the weekend on Friday, against Freiburg in a right back position. So they don't have any visible right back, so that could be a worry for their defense. Serge Gnabry is out, Bonassa is out. Leroy Sané also missed out the game. In fact, if I go to my bookmarks, you see a few updates about Sané. Well, he's back. He's back after missing out the game. I'm having some internet troubles. I don't know why. After missing out the game, he's said to be back for potentially face Lazio. I'm having some internet troubles, and maybe that's why my stream is not going well. So nonetheless, we have some other players who were injured and are also back now. We have Jude Bellingham is back from injury. And he featured in full 90 minutes against Valencia on the weekend. I think he could have gotten the potential winner against. Which team did they play? Valencia, but the goal was ruled out as the referee has blown before time. So Leroy Sané missed the game, and Matthias Telfi in his position. So some other injury updates that I will touch on, like for example, De Jong has like an ankle injury, and who else? I think Serge Gnabry is back in training, or was seen. Okay, he could make the squad for the Lazio game, even though he has been injured. It was Sané that was back in training, team training today. There's a little bit of heat on Thomas Tuchel's head for now. We are seeing news that Thomas Tuchel will be in charge on Tuesday, and it could be his final game if they don't win that game against Lazio. So it's all or nothing for Bayern Munich, and as their form have not really improved of late, their form has not really been impressive, and they have gotten 3 losses in their last 5 games, or 5. I'm not sure. Okay, this is their current form. Okay, sorry. 3 losses the last 5 games. Yes, with a draw in the most recent game. So it's an all-out final for Thomas Tuchel, but still on injuries. I've mentioned some before, but I think the one I'll focus on is Pedri. De Jong and Pedri left the stadium with I think De Jong left with crutches, while Pedri also has some swelling in his feet also. So there are a lot of injuries you will get to see later. But for now, these are like the major ones I'll touch on. During our injury update thread, I will try and gather more information on who is out and who is unavailable. But the major injuries, I think many of us know the long-term injuries. Like for example, we have, looking for the players that are long-term out. Courtois is out, Alaba is out, Eder Militao is out. That is long-term injuries. Arsenal, we have Partey, we have ESR2 who is also out. We have Timber who is out, and some other players who are also out as well. So more to come on that. More to come on players who will be absent from the game. So as I said, I have just a few minutes to go, and let's take a little bit of idea from the Champions League themselves. So we have top captaincies as written on the Champions League website here. Who will be the top captains? Our recommended picks here are Harry Kane, Phil Foden, Bukayo Saka, and Maylin across the schedule of Monday, Tuesday, and upper week Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and the upper week midweek as well. So Harry Kane is predicted to be our top captain here. I think this due to the fact he has about 27 goals and 5 assists in the Bundesliga. 30-year-old striker, also has 4 goals in the Champions League, and Bayern Munich really need his wisdom and experience to help them win the game against Lazio. Foden is on hot streak of form after getting a brace recently for Manchester City in the Manchester Derby, and they said he also equaled his best career tally, including 4 in the Champions League. So Foden is also tipped to have a good return in the Champions League against Copenhagen at home. And Bukayo Saka at home is quite good for Arsenal. Arsenal also have a very good home record, and they could, after losing out the 1-0 again the first leg, it would be nice to see them return better against Porto on Tuesday upper week on 12th of March. And on Wednesday, Maylin, who was suspended in the last weekend game, will be available this time to play on the midweek, upper midweek, and could feature and do better against PSV. So looking at my team, or looking at differentials, not a lot of differentials have been mentioned, but if I want to look at the differential pick for next week, I would say I'm interested more in targeting the players who play in the midweek games. Everybody's playing the midweek game, what am I say? Players who need it more. That one I would say. And Bayern Lazio is one of the games I want to target. and probably Barcelona, Napoli, probably not. I don't really trust Barcelona of late, so I'll go for Dortmund, PSV. Those are the kind of games I want to target. The Bayern, Lazio. However, I think the only prospect I want to get in for Bayern is probably Harry Kane, if I don't have in my team. Harry Kane, or for Dortmund, if I want to go differential, I can just get it mainly as recommended from the official website. Or I can go different and put Flokong, the other striker that plays ahead for Dortmund. So those are the options I have in mind. For differentials, I think I've mentioned Flocking is also a good differential. I'm not sure what his ownership is at the moment, but I'm definitely sure it's not up to more than a few percentages or so. I'm sure it's not more than, I don't know, 10%, 5%. Let me quickly check Dortmund. Please forgive me, I'm having some internet trouble, so I don't know why it's lagging. Okay, he's just 1% ownership. 1% ownership. So I'll probably get him in for Lautaro Martinez, who faces Atletico Madrid. Probably. We have 3 transfers. Please don't forget, we have 3 transfers going into the second leg. So you are not at liberty to make 5 changes or 8 changes as you will at or in previous rounds. So please be careful with the moves you are making. Please make sure you are certain the players you are bringing are 1 fit and okay, 3 they are on form or at least set to improve on form, and they will get you points. So don't just bring in anyone that and also you could try and wait out to see injury updates to know if they'll be available as well. That will really help and in making decisions. So please stay tuned. I'll be doing more on injury updates later. So I think Flocking goes to be my differential of the week, or the Champions League campaign for this midweek. I don't have a lot of differentials. Other recommendations I would say is try and get in. For example, Brahim Diaz was a good punt last time out, getting about 12 points. However, his position is being distorted by star player Jude Bellingham, so it would be nice to get Bellingham back into our team. So that's really I kind of advice I will kind of push for this coming game. But however, we have some early features that we're going to get by Tuesday. PSG, we'll get to know if anyone will be missing, if any set of players will start or not start, and Bayern as well. So I have about 10 minutes to go. What other things have I not covered? Let me go to my talking points. Okay, injury updates, top captains, projected top scorers. We don't have much on that for now, so I've just talked on top differentials and probable team review. So probable team review, it's not advisable to make your transfers before you see the final team. However, if I want to make my transfers now, I'll probably take out Teze, who I brought in last time. I sort of punted on him, so it didn't work out well. So Teze will go out. I feel like I need KDB in my team. However, even though I missed out on his 13 points or so, if I'm not mistaken, 13 points there about last time out after I won the match, man of the match. I can't beat myself about it, and it's difficult to bring in an expensive 10.5 midfielder right now. It's kind of difficult to do that. So I will just get in Jude, and probably Lautaro Martinez will go out as well. So if I want to make in a few transfers, this is what I'm going to do. Final team review for those that are interested in seeing my final team. And I'll go to Dortmund. I'll pick in Flocking. He has been on the same form for his club. Adeyemi is also a good option, but I don't know if he's going to start the game. I mean, he scored this current weekend, right? That just passed. So I would like to have one of him, but I think Flocking is more consistent in terms of minutes and all of that. So, and I'll get in Jude Bellingham for Real Madrid. I'll get in Jude for Real Madrid. Yes, Jude at 8 million. Then I'm left with 4.9 million, and probably also getting another Dortmund defender or goalkeeper. No. I don't need to waste my transfers on keeper. a Dortmund defender. Any cheap defender here? Nicolas Sule. Is Nicolas Sule a starter? He didn't start the last game. I think he was suspended or something. Oh, he didn't play. I don't know. Okay, Madsen. Yes, Madsen scored a goal recently and he has been on good form. Let me check his current form on FootMob to justify probably bringing in Madsen, the Chelsea loan player that is doing quite well for Dortmund. Let's see if it's worth the buy. I know he has been quite attacking, but I'm not sure if he's worth bringing in. Okay. Okay. Let me see his performances of late. So that's about how many minutes played. Okay, that's in Premier League. I need to see his current season with Dortmund. Okay, has about a goal scored in 9 appearances in the Bundesliga, and I mean, he couldn't harm to get in the 4.5 sort of attacking kind of defender. So okay, Madsen comes in to our team. So I'm bringing in Madsen and probably Flocking and Jude Bellingham. So these are the prospective moves. I don't think there are any injuries concerning some other players here. Vinicius Junior is on form, he's fit. Haaland is also sort of on form. Okay, he's on form though. He scored 5 in the FA Cup, so he's on form, he's fit. Foden is on strong form. Zaire Emery is a good midfield option. Musiala is a good. I think the only place I have my doubts is Kane, not having Kane. But if I want to get in Jude, I cannot have Kane except I sell Vinicius or Haaland. So I would not advise myself to do that. So for now, this is sort of a locked-in team with my 3 transfers, and I have a spare 0.4 million in the bank to also invest probably in future game weeks coming. So yeah, this is what my team looks like. I'm going to be taking out Inter players because it's not going to be easy for them after getting just a 1-0 lead in the first leg. It not be easy per se to score, and yeah, so that's why Martinez is out. Brahim Diaz, we know why he's out. Jude Bellingham is back, and Madsen makes a good option for a 4.5 midfielder that has been added to the game recently. So these are my transfers. So I can click on submit at this point. Can I basically click on submit right now, but I'll wait it out and get injury updates later. So that brings us to the end of this podcast. I said I'll be done not before 5, and I have about 5 minutes to go. Not before 5 a.m. Can you imagine I'm awake by 5 a.m. on a Monday morning where I'm supposed to be running to work, and I'm basically recording Champions League fantasy content. So, okay, if you have any questions, you want to reach out to me concerning your, what do we call it now? Concerning your team, please message me on Twitter at the FPL Manual. This is my handle here, the FPL Manual, and I'll be there to see your questions. And stay tuned. I'll also be posting on updates concerning our teams or concerning injuries. I always do that every midweek every Monday approaching the midweek of the Champions League. So that'll be all for now. Thanks for joining me so far. Have a blissful game week ahead, and may your arrows be green. Bye for now.